Please, what is your name, Jessica? Stop that kind of your, I don't know the kind of language is that.
I did not say anything. I was talking to
Emma,
myself.
do I heard you?
Yeah, I was talking to myself.
Don't say it because whatever you say, do you look at your screen?
Okay.
Do you notice that what you are saying is under record?
It's under what?
Do you notice that this class is being recorded?
Yeah, I noticed. Yes.
Mr. Emmanuel, please excuse me. I want to call Karamat so she come for class.
All right, thank you.
Call Aisha.
This is 11 o'clock, and I have said that my class will commence. Wow, this weather is dull. This rain should not fall.
We started government class, so.
So.
But you now know that you are calling them.
Now, you can see from my PowerPoint today's topic, right?
Yes, sir.
Chinko, read the topic for me.
Conflict resolution and conflict management.
Conflict resolution and conflict management. Okay. And you can see the learning objectives. What do you get? Prudence?
Yes.
Read the objective for me.
Okay. Define conflict resolution and conflict management. Explain 4 types of conflict. Highlight 4 causes of conflict. State 5 consequences of conflict. Explain the term peace education.
Okay, these are what we are going to study now. We're going to look at the definition of conflict resolution, conflict management, then explain the 4 types of conflicts. We're going to highlight causes of conflict as well as stating some consequences of conflict and explain what we mean by peace education. Okay, peace education. Now, before I forge ahead into the next agenda, I know some of you are not trained to what people call conflict.
Sir?
Are you still with me?
Yes.
Tayo, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me, and what is Karamat? Welcome. Okay. I'm going to mute everybody now. When I need your response, you raise your hand or I will mute you. Okay? In order to prevent any form of noise underneath.
Somebody is already playing for me.
Now, when I believe that majority of you will have heard something about conflicts before, and some of you, there are things you have experienced one way or the other, and there are situations you will see. When you see the situation, you know that, oh, this situation, this is what it means. For instance, if you see 2 people arguing, and their argument is somehow escalating into a kind of an uproar, what that tells you, okay, let me, Prudent, what that tells you.
Sir?
I said, when you see 2 people arguing, and that argument is leading to a kind of uproar in the sense that the voices is somehow increasing, what would that tell you?
They're about to fight.
They're about to fight. Thank you. That there's a kind of thing that is causing problem, and that might be as a result of one thing or the other as different. And whenever you see a scene where military personnel are stationed, something should also tell you that something is about to happen in that place. For instance, if you look at my screen now, you will see something. What do you call this thing?
Military house.
Eh?
Yeah, this thing that all these machine gun that military use and fight.
Okay. This is a machine gun. And do you
It's
think
a what?
machine gun, do you think that it is
I
used
got it.
where there's peace?
Wars and conflicts are no phenomenon. They have the power to damage.
Wow.
No.
You can see these are scenarios. What you are seeing are scenarios where conflicts have been escalated. See situation in some countries.
This gun is tiny.
When you see something like this, that tells you there's a problem. You see destruction, and that will tell you from the perspective of objective, without telling you what will be the consequences of a conflict. You will know. Okay. Let me allow you to.
Some are even calling the situation in Yemen the largest humanitarian disaster in the world. The conflict and lack of aid also created the largest cholera outbreak in modern history, with almost 1 million people reported in 2016. And as this year comes to an end, it's hard to imagine that this complex and devastating conflict will be resolved. Next on our list is the little-known conflict that spawned in the Philippine city of Marab, Pakistan. The conflict broke out after an ISIS-aligned military group Mounties took over the city after government forces tried to fail to capture ISIS' point person in the Philippines. The takeover prompted a harsh government response. The country's hardline populist president, Duterte, launched a military assault on the mountains. He sent troops into the streets and dropped bombs on Marab, the Muslim majority city, overwhelmed the country to clear it from the militant group. Duterte also declared
I believe you are with me. Karamat.
According to human rights groups, over 360,000 people from the city and surrounding areas have also been displaced.
All right.
Within 1 month of the fight.
Without further display, you will have seen now how conflict has generated into a state of brouhaha. If you also, Karamat, I will mute you. And if I mute you, you'll be able to unmute yourself. Please be careful. Okay, I think that is what you need. So, as I was saying, if you see the second screen here, you will see military personnel. And the military personnel, at the other end, you will see the Boko Haram. This also tells you something, that there must be a problem in order for these people to carry gun like this, at this number. Before people embark on the state of war, that will have been as a result of mismanaged conflicts. Before you see divorce between husband and wife, that will have been as a result of mismanaged conflicts. Before you will see maybe Jessica argue with Prudence, and to the extent that they have to slap each other, that is a result of mismanaged conflicts. So now we are going to look at the conceptual meaning of conflict itself, conflict resolution, and conflict management. Jessica, Let me hear from you.
Admit it.
What is a conflict?
Can I read what is written there?
You can see what is a conflict.
Okay. A conflict is a state of disagreement or misunderstanding between or among two or more parties.
Okay. Conflicts ensue when there is disagreement between two or more parties. You can see from the projection, you will see a woman holding another fellow woman hair. What do you think will have result to that?
They're fighting over a boy or something.
Yes, it's correct. Stand. A sort of one problem could be you are taking my you are following my husband, or you stand. It could be okay, but at the end of this class, I will make it known to you the essence of this topic, because conflict is one of the characteristics of human existence. Wherever you have human being, you must expect conflicts. The sense of this topic is for us to know how to manage such when it arises. Prudence, can you see
Sir?
from the hand now in this in the meaning of conflict resolution? The hand should tell you something. What does it mean?
They have come to an agreement.
Okay.
Okay.
What will now be a conflict solution?
Conflict resolution is conceptualized as the methods and process involved in facilitating the peaceful ending of a conflict.
Thank you. When I say peaceful ending of conflicts, disagreement between Nifemi and Olamide, and Olamide, instead of two of them to decide to go to their home base, instead of Nifemi to go back to Osun State, go and look for one Baba there to come and deal with Olamide. Instead of Olamide to go to Ogun State to come and deal with Nifemi, two of them decide to discuss issues that have caused that conflict in order to put an end to their grievances. So, conflict resolution involves permanent end, a peaceful ways of ensuring permanent end to a conflict. But it's possible for us to find ourselves in a situation by a conflict will refuse to be resolved. Okay? I said it is possible for us to find ourselves in a situation by a conflict will be difficult to be resolved. The individual that are involved, you talk to them, they will say no. Do this, no. Let us stop this fight, no. At that point, when a conflict is difficult to resolve, then we go to the next stage, which is conflict management. Let me hear from Nifemi.
Conflict management refers to long-term management of intractable conflicts. Conflict management comes to the fore due to the failure of conflict resolution mechanism.
Thank
It
you.
has to do with... Okay.
Thank you. I said something there, intractable. When I say intractable, what does it mean? Anybody? Intractable conflict, what does it mean?
It can never be ending, never ending conflict.
Thank you. Something that it is difficult to resolve. If you stop this one today, another one will break out there tomorrow. So when a conflict refuses to be resolved through different conflict resolution mechanisms like negotiation, among others, then you have to manage that conflict. If you see the image I shared there, you will notice that there's a man standing hand like this. Do you see the man?
Yes.
He has
Yes, sir.
refused to resolve the conflict. The two of them refused to resolve their conflict. Therefore, you have to stand in the midst of them and make sure that two of them don't come closer. You know that by the time they come closer to one another, there will be problem. So the best thing is to ensure that these people, they don't come closer to each other. That is a symbol of conflict management. The conflict has not been resolved, but at the same time, in order not to allow the conflict to result to a state of anarchy where lives will be lost, it is expedient for somebody. Because I unmute you, I will mute all of you. Don't disturb my class. Okay, it is important for somebody to stand in between. I will give you an instance. The crisis between Ethiopia and Eritrea. Eritrea and Ethiopia, they fought over a land called Badmen territory. Badmen is B-A-D-M-E. Badmen territory. B-A-D-M-E. B-A-D-M-E. So, during the fight, Organization of African Unity intervened.
Hey, you don't take your pen, you don't take your pen, come back here.
Yeah, I think I need to move all of you. Okay. I said when you have anything to say, you raise your hand. Okay. During the crisis, all effort put in place by United Nations, Organization of African Unity, now African Union, to resolve the conflict failed. Then Organization of African Unity and United Nations, they have to put peacekeeping mission between Eritrea and Ethiopia at the Badmen territory so that Eritreans will not cross the border to go and meet Ethiopia, and Ethiopia will not cross the border to go and meet Eritrea. That is why you see the image here, seeing somebody steering hand. With that hand, the two people that are involved in conflict will not come closer. And don't forget that if a conflict is well managed, it is possible for it to be resolved. Okay? If a conflict is well managed, that conflict can be resolved. For your information, the conflict between Eritrea and Ethiopia was resolved since 1993. Was resolved sometimes was in 2017. It was resolved. Both of them, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia and that of Eritrea, they met. In fact, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia went to Eritrea and they settled their dispute. So at times, keeping the two parties that are involved in isolation after they have refused all means of settlement of that dispute will be the best way in order to prevent escalation of that conflict into hostilities or war. I believe you can see the difference between a conflict resolution and conflict management now. In a conflict resolution, you put permanent end to the conflict. In a conflict management, the conflict that refused to be resolved, therefore you decide to put mechanism in place to ensure the two individuals that are involved in the conflict don't get close, and you try as much as possible to mitigate any form of hostility. Am I communicating? If I'm communicating, let me see your hands. Wave your hand at me. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Favor, why did you come late?
Sir,
Why do you
no
come late?
reason. I don't have any excuse.
Okay, all right, all right. All
You know,
right. Listen, I'm also recording the class. I will share the video later. Anywhere any one of you miss, you can watch it. Okay. Now, you have understood what a conflict is, what is conflict management, and what is a conflict resolution. Let's go to the next agenda. Can you see types of conflicts? Okay, let me hear from Jessica. Jessica, any problem?
No, you said I was to raise our hand up.
Okay. I just see your hand now. Thank you. These are types of conflicts. We have interpersonal conflicts, intrapersonal conflicts, intragroup conflicts, and intergroup conflicts. When we say inter, let me see who I'm going to ask question here. Aisha, latecomer. Aisha, what is inter? What does it mean? Aisha, are you here? Olamide, are you here? Okay. Let me hear from Karamat. Okay. Kayo, what is inter? What is inter?
It refers to a conflict between two individuals.
No. What is inter? Inter
is when
between. Inter means between. Okay. So we now have personal conflict there. So when we say interpersonal conflict, it now means what? Now let me listen to you now.
Interpersonal conflict, it refers to a conflict between two individuals. It occurs typically due to how people are different from one another.
Okay. You see, as you are here, as I'm here, your philosophy and my philosophy can never be the same. There are some things you will cherish that I will not cherish. And if we are staying in the same place, let me start, for instance, the like of Jessica now. Jessica like all this reggae music, Rihanna and co. And someone like me, I don't like that. Maybe I like Christian music, Jim Reese, and others. And we are staying in the same place. Do you think that there will not be problem? Jessica, if two of us we are staying in the same place, you prefer to listen to Rihanna music and others, why I prefer to listen to Christian music, do you think there will not be problem?
There will be problem.
There will be problem. So interpersonal conflicts arises as a result of incompatibility of individuals, of human beings. We are not the same. Even husband and wife, we are not the same. It is a result of inability to manage the interpersonal conflict in most cases that result to divorce. Husband will say this, I cannot take it. The wife will say, I cannot take it. At the end of the day, they will separate. But this, if we understand the fact that there are elements of differences of which we must learn how to relate with other, accommodate other, by know how to manage conflicts, some of these problems we are facing in society will be what? Avoided. That is why you are being taught conflict management, conflict resolution in this perspective. Karamat, you have been raising your hand, and I will unmute you now. You will not talk. Your network is poor. Karamat, I've tried to unmute you. Please, I'm working with time here. That is why some of you need to come early. When you come early, some of these things will have been resolved. Okay. When we say intra means what, Jessica? Jessica, what does intra mean?
It means
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
My network is very bad. I think it's the rain.
Yes, it's raining. It's also raining here. Don't worry. I'm recording the class. If you see,
Okay.
I will send it to my YouTube so you can watch it later. But that is not a criteria for you to stay away, because you will not have opportunity to ask some question here. I understand the weather is poor. Okay. When we
No
say,
problem, sir. Sir,
right.
are you just
when we say intrapersonal conflict, intra means within. That is a conflict that is within a person as a result of his emotional imbalance. As a matter of fact, virtually everybody go through intrapersonal conflicts. Let me start from what you want to eat in the morning. Let me ask Obafemi. Obafemi, this morning now,
Sir,
how many things do you think that maybe how many options or choices come to your mind that what should I eat this morning?
like 3.
3. Okay. You know, at that point you will be lost. Which one you are going to choose, right?
Yes.
That is a state of conflict within. Yes. For instance, now look at Jessica now. One pencil trouser will just see her in that environment now. Say, this beautiful girl will be running after her. Then Jessica will remember what the father or the mother has actually told her, in the sense that you must focus on your education now. You must not engage in any immoral relationship. Then the same boy in question will be using heaven and earth to promise Jessica. So Jessica may not be thinking that within her, should I disobey my father? Should I accept this offer? You understand? That is a state of what? Conflicts. Sometimes when you see what other people are doing, which is wrong, and you feel like doing it, but you remember the home where you come from. When you look at it, that if I should do it, what kind of image will I present? What kind of name will I give to my parents? At that point in time, you are in a state of intrapersonal conflicts. There's a conflict within of choice of what to do. Understand? But you must also know that this kind of conflict, if it is not well managed, it will lead to depression. Especially somebody that is facing a choice matter, like which choice should I make? Which option should I embark upon? What should I do? Or maybe a lady that is going through some kind of issue, maybe marital issue, or she's unable to give birth and she knows the reason. She'll be thinking so many things, and somebody outside will not be able to determine what is inside her. That's why I say it's a psychological what? In nature. So if intrapersonal conflict is not well managed, because it's not something you can see within, that you can devise mechanism to resolve. If it is not well managed, it leads to depression. At the same time, can lead to what? Suicide. Those people that commit suicide is a result of intrapersonal conflict. Before they commit that suicide, before they decided to commit suicide, they will have thought it on several occasions. They will have thought other options and found that the best option is for them to commit suicide. That is why intrapersonal conflict is very dangerous. Please, when you are going through any problem within yourself, find somebody that you can confide in, so don't die alone. I believe you understand intrapersonal conflict now.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Intra-group conflicts. Intra-group conflict, that is conflict within a group of people. Okay, conflict within a group of people. It is a conflict that arises as a result of different personality displayed by individual in a department, possibly in an organization. For instance, assuming all of us here will belong to sales departments in an organization. Jessica may tell us that, no, I am a professional in this area. We must, the advert we want to do now, let us run it online. And Nifel may say, no, run it online. How many people do you think we have access to online advertisements? Let us have a billboard too. Pay to Lagos State government, where every commuter will see what we are selling. At that point, there may be what? A conflict, disagreements. Okay? And there are some people too, because of their personality in a department, in a group. It happens even in, let's assume in your class. There's some people you like in your class. There's some people you don't like. That's just the truth. I'm not expecting you to tell me that, but that's just the truth. There's some people you like. There's some people you don't like. There's some people you don't look at. At the same time, for the fact that you don't like them, you are still in the same class. So in this situation, you don't like the person, but you should know how to manage some situation in order to prevent any form of escalation. When I say escalation, situation that will result to what? Hostility, where we have to exchange blow. So when a conflict ensued among people within a department or organization, that's such a conflict is an intra-group conflict. And that may result as a result of other argument or different philosophy or principle about the execution of a particular project. Let me see others here. Olamide, I've been trying to unmute you. Karamon, to get it right, if you get it, raise your hand for me. Karamant, if you get what I mean by intragroup conflict, just wave at me. I think that your network is hanging again. Abibat, you can't do to my class. Hello.
Sir, it was not my fault, it was mommy.
All right, no problem. No problem. Let's continue. Okay. The next one here is intergroup conflict. Intergroup conflict. In intergroup conflicts, you see that it's a conflict that one may be between two departments in an organization. That is, maybe like sales department and production department. Or it could be a crisis that ensued between Yoruba and Hausa in Nigeria. And it could be a conflict that arises between Nigeria and Cameroon. So, just as I've said initially, every association of human being, you must expect conflict. Conflict is one of the characteristics of human being or existence of society. Any society you see occupied by human being expect conflicts. It is possible for a sales department and organization to have a disagreement with production department. The production department will tell you that you are not selling our product, you are not giving our product the necessary coverage and advertisement. Then the sales department will tell you that forget about it. All this we have been doing, you are the one that is producing substandard product. People are complaining about the product. It's a disagreement. At that point, two of them need to come together and see how to resolve the disagreement, the causes, the brain behind the conflict. And it could be between two ethnic groups, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, among others. It could be between two countries. For instance, until some years ago when International Court of Justice presided over the Bakassi Peninsula, there was a conflict between Nigeria and Cameroon over Bakassi Peninsula. Okay? Two of them, instead of them to engage in a kind of hostility, they decided to use arbitration through the International Court of Justice to resolve the matter. So a conflict, intergroup conflict can be between two departments and organizations. It can be between two ethnic groups in a country or between two countries in the world. Let me see if there's anybody that doesn't understand that. Wave at me if you don't understand, or raise your hand. Use your click button and raise your hand so I explain what that means. Okay. In absence of that, yes. You can see something here. This is human relationship and tendency for conflicts. You can see, okay, let me hear from Nifemi, can you see what is on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Prudent, can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have not heard from Aisha. Aisha,
Sir.
can you see what is on my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Jessica, you can see as well. Okay, that is good. Now, what I want to use this to analyze.
Sir,
I say you can see what is on the screen.
sir,
Can you see what is on the screen? Your network is failing you there. Please work on it. Please look at it now. I have taken your class as a scenario. Look at the way everything is. If this is your class now, and you see the communication, the way the communication is supposed to go here, you will see the arrow, the big arrow. The big arrow is the right channels of communication. But possibly, Prudence is supposed to communicate favor. And Prudence and favor, they are not in good term. He decided to send information to Nifemi that is very close to. Favor will be left out. And when Favor failed to get information, and he found that Nifemi had the information, while the information is supposed to pass through Favor before he get to Nifemi, there will be problem. Then, if you look at it now, Nifemi give it to Aisha. Aisha send it back to who?
Olamide.
Thank you. Instead of Aisha to give it, no. Look at it. Look at the small arrow.
Okay, Jessica.
This is back to Jessica. Whereas suppose the big one you see that's supposed to be the right channel, but the narrow one you see that happens to be an abnormal means of communication, which may cause problem in any association of human being. You have to send it back to Jessica because you feel like Olamide, I don't want to talk to him to herself. Okay, so it happens. But when a situation like this arises, we must learn or devise a means of resolving the matter. Hence, the importance, some of you are having serious network issues. That is why there's need to look for means of resolving conflict in order to prevent any form of escalation. Now, look at it. Causes of conflict. From what I have said, you will see some of the causes of conflict here now. From what I have said, you will see causes of conflict. I'm going to take number one from Aisha, and Obi want to explain for me. Aisha, I'm waiting for you. Aisha, are you here?
It's cracking.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Nifemi.
Sir?
Let me hear from you. What's number one mean? Explain it for me how it can cause conflict. Hello, are you with me, Nifemi?
Yes, sir.
I said read number one and explain it for me. How lack of information. You can't see it.
I can.
Yeah, tell me. How can lack of information result to conflict? I just said something about it now using the graphic design about your class. Explain it for me in your own words.
When people don't like you were saying that if if Prudence is supposed to communicate to Favor and she communicates to me, that's an abnormal way of sending information.
Okay, an abnormal way of sending information. So those that not get information and they find that the information is supposed to pass through them, do you think that they'll be happy?
Yes.
They won't be happy. At that point in time, they'll be okay, no problem. We'll know what to do. We'll wait for his own will or her own will. Then, at times, let me also tell you, going beyond that, let me come from the perspective of husband and wife. Assuming a husband traveled or he went to work and there was need for him to stay late at work that day because of special duty assigned to him, and the wife knows that he usually come back from work by 5 or 6, and the husband decide to come by 10 without calling the wife. What do you think will happen? I'm still with you, Nifemi.
It will lead to conflict.
It lead to conflict.
Fight.
If the woman is hot temper, when the husband arrive home, where are you coming from? Look at the time. And if the husband is stressed off, due to the work he has engaged in during the day, what do you think will happen? I'm still with you, Nifemi. You still have the floor.
Okay, they might start fighting.
If you start fighting, the husband will give it back to her. What's wrong with you? I've been at work, I've been busy. You understand? But if the husband has communicated the wife, oh, hello dear, I will be coming home today because I have a special task to carry out at work today, and before I will close to be around 8, and before I will leave office home, I will go to maybe around 9 or 10. There won't be problem. It is important. Communication is very key. Communication is very important. When there's failure or break in communication, there'll be problem. When you fail to pass through right channel, there'll be problem. I believe all of you get that. You don't get it, Prudence. Prudence?
I understand.
All right.
I understand.
Can you explain the number 2 for me? Prudence, I'm with you. Prudence, I'm waiting.
So I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it was.
What do you say?
This poor weather is causing a kind of network challenge. I said, can you explain the number 2 for me and for us? Let us get from your own wealth of knowledge.
Incompetence management, either in an organization or a country, causes conflict. Okay, in an organization, if their means of management is not good, it might cause conflict because people in the working place now might think it's not good. They might want to change it, but because the people that own the management are already used to it, they will not want to change it, so there'll be conflict in the organization.
Thank you very much. You know, in every association of human being, just as I've said about types of conflict at that time, there will be issues, but a competent management will know how to resolve the issue. But when a management is not competent, when the issue arises, the management will decide to run away from it. And there's this popular saying that he who fight and run away, leave the fight for another day, right? If there's a problem and decide to take away your face, the effect of that problem, you will not like it. So it is always good for you to start early and resolve it. Where the management in any organization or in a country fail to ensure that every differences is well managed, that can lead to conflict, and that conflict can lead to something else in such a way that it may damage the reputation of the organization or the country. I think that is understood. That is why we are learning now. We must learn how to manage issue. We must learn how not to just close our eyes against something that is threatening to the peaceful coexistence of the society or any system we find ourselves. When we notice a problem, if you are a vice chancellor tomorrow in school, when students are trying to complain, don't think that the student does not have anything to say. Okay, the students have say. Call them to round table and discuss with them. If you refuse to talk to them, the same student in question, one way or the other, they will disgrace you. They will, when protest, they can block road, and you know, when students protest in a higher institution, it means that the vice chancellor and the entire management of the school is ineffective. That tarnishes your own regime. So we must learn how to listen and devise means of resolving differences. It is expected that conflict will actually what come out or ensue, but we must devise means. We must not exercise incompetency in the process of resolving some issues. Thank you very much. Let me see who is with me here. Jessica, explain the number 3 for me. I unmuted you. You mute yourself. Abibat. Abibat. That place you are is noisy. This is a class. Explain the number 3 point for me.
Okay. Inadequate resources in a group, country, or for personal use can cause conflicts.
How? Explain.
If there are not enough resources that will go around the country, just like petrol might not be enough for everybody in the country, so conflicts will occur in the country.
Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. If there's, I will take it from the perspective of what she said. Said, assuming there's not enough petrol in the country. Of course, if there's no petrol, maybe Jessica want to drive her car, get it to police station, no fuel. Nifemi want to drive his own, no fuel. And before you know, people start what kind of country is this? You know, I'm supposed to be at work, no fuel. Before you know, citizens can decide to protest because of inadequate of the resources, and resources in question here is what? Petrol. Let me take you back to the present scenario in Nigeria. You know, we are in lockdown now. You find that there were some protests and refusal of some people to stay at home in some area. Why? Because government failed to provide resources for them, food for them to stay at home, what they can eat. Because there was no inadequate resources for that will take care of their family. They said to embark on the street. One day I was going through K2 Ikorodu Road. I saw a driver. So you see the way the driver display, man. Because they said there was traffic, and the driver was trying to pass through BRT lane. The traffic jam was serious that day. It was standstill, and the police stopped them. The man was raking that. What stupid thing is that? You see the road, everywhere is blocked. The only one that is available, you don't want to pass it. You understand? When resources, be economic or other means, is not available for the use of every citizen, or maybe some have, some don't have, that can result to conflicts. I think Abibat has actually helped us to explain that. Who is going to explain the Olamide? Olamide, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please explain number 4 for me.
Ideological or religious differences can cause conflict within a group or country.
Okay, how?
Within a group or country and between groups or countries.
I'm still listening.
People
Explain.
that have two different different ideas or they are from different religions, don't agree with one another, it can cause conflict between them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
People from different religions,
Mm.
if they are talking about something and they don't agree, it can cause conflict between them and can bring up a fight.
Thank you. Thank you. That is good. Now, assuming I am a Muslim, Prudent is a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ, and Prudent believe in Jesus Christ. And to me, as a Muslim, I say Jesus Christ is just a prophet. Christians don't want to hear that because Jesus is not ordinary prophet. Okay? Then, as a Christian now, you can shake anybody. Don't go and try it in the north and shake a lady. They can cut your hand. So there are sharp differences in most cases. It could be a result of religion. It could be as a result of ideology. For instance, if you believe in capitalism, you'll be taught when you get SS3. When you are going to be taught the no alignment, you'll be taught how the world was divided into two blocks after the Second World War, capitalism and socialism. The Western nation, the Western bloc believe in capitalism, while the Eastern bloc believe in socialism. This could have led to another third war, but thank God to some countries that form the no-align movement, meaning that they want to be neutral, they don't want to belong to either blocks. So when we don't share the same ideology, when we don't have the same religious principle, and we have cause to interact, I will argue, I will try to protest or give out my point based on my religious philosophy or my ideological background. And you want to do the same thing. In that means, there will be problem. Because I will not accept your own principle based on your religious perspective or ideological perspective. You will not accept mine. Then there will be conflicts. So these and many others are the causes of conflicts. I believe all these are self-explanatory. Okay, with the way they are, and I have everything detailed in the note I've sent to you. Now, you can see consequence of conflict. I don't think there's much to talk about here. Of course, you know where there's conflict, you know what is going to happen. Let me see. Let me see who's going to talk here. Aisha. Aisha.
So,
You are going to teach us the consequence of conflict here. Yeah, start with number one. Aisha, I'm waiting for you.
I'm coming. It solves relationship between friends. Yeah, like when there is like when friends fight with each other, like when conflict starts with friends, like if the wrong information is passed to one friend by another friend, it can cause conflict. Yeah.
We are not looking at the cause of conflict. We are looking at the consequences.
Oh, okay.
Abibat,
Sir,
can you explain that number one for me?
okay, it solves relationship between friends. Um like if there's conflict between two friends, it can destroy their relationship.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. I believe Aisha can listen now. When there's conflict, relationship will it be smooth again? No. Relationship will not be smooth again. Solve the relationship. That's one of the effects of consequential effect of conflict. Oh, where is Obafemi? Obafemi,
Sir,
number two.
it leads to destruction of lives and properties. Like
Explain.
when there is war, a lot of people can be killed
Put it in
and
this
a lot
way.
of properties can be
Put it in
destroyed.
this way. When a conflict is paid to be managed and it escalates into hostility or war, lives and property can be what? Destroyed. Okay? You understand?
Yes.
All right. Jessica. Jessica, are you here? Okay. Prudence.
Sir,
Number 3.
a conflict leads to broken home.
Okay. Explain.
Okay, in a family like between husband and wife, when there's no trust between them, like they'll always be getting offended by what they do, and to always cause conflict, and to it will lead to their divorce.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. When husband and wife fail to mind their differences, and that lead to divorce, broken home is the effect of one or conflict. Okay, who is here again? Karamat, are you here now? So sorry. Karamat network is seriously. Number 4 say it produces indisciplined citizen. As a matter of fact, where we have conflicts and we have broken home, children that two people supposed to train, one person will train the children. And it won't be like the two that's supposed to train them. They will be disciplined. Some of them at times, when the husband and the wife separated, the children, they will be on their own looking for means of surviving. At the same time, where conflict leads to a hostility or war, you will see people, look at middle in the northeast, where we have Boko Haram issue now. Many people have been displaced. Some people, their wife dead, some husband alive, some husband and wife dead, the children alive. Who trained them? Nobody. So when those children now grow and become somebody, some of them, if because of the fact that they were not well brought up, it will produce indisciplined citizens in the society. It can lead to global hostility. I have put word there. In a situation where conflict is not well managed, it can cause war. Okay, and when war arises, when a war arises, you know what it means. Number six. Who's going to explain number 6 for me? Let me go to Abibat. Abibat is impressing me this day now. I'm happy that Abibat is awake. Yes, Abibat, I'm with you.
Okay, it prevents socio-economic developments in the state.
Okay.
Like someone I don't know that one.
Okay. What it means is that in a state where there is conflict that is not well managed, when I say social happen to be the way the different culture or other lively welfareism societies are engaged in. Economy, you know, when we're talking of the growth of economic, the perspective of growth of economic in a state. But where there's a conflict, you will find that, especially where there's a conflict between two tribes, do you think that the two tribes will marry each other? No, they will not. It happened. Let me give you an instance of this. There was a time Ijo and Elijah fought 1998, 1999. Could you believe that up to today, some of our people, they still believe that you cannot bring an Elijah, a Ijo person as their wife. The same thing, the job will still believe that you cannot bring an Elijah person as a wife or as an husband. Why some people have forgotten about the conflict, but some people that lost seriously during the war, they don't believe that there should be a relationship. Okay. Then in terms of development, where a conflict is not well managed, development in society will be retarded. There will not be growth. For instance, if there's a road that has been constructed, wouldn't any problem? Okay. If there's road that have been constructed and there's a problem between government and the citizen, they can try to go and burn tire on the highway, and the road will spoil. This bitumen that is used to make sure the road is smooth. Everything will burn away, and when rain fall and sun stand on it, the road will destroy. That is backwardness. It's not taking us forward. Okay, that's how conflict can cause some things negative in the society. But let me ask, I want to ask you this question, if you know, does it mean that conflict does not have a positive effect? Yes, anybody? Does it mean that a conflict does not have a positive effect? Yes, let me listen to Prudence. Yes?
Sometimes it does.
Okay. Now, can you explain?
Okay, let me try. When the military governments want to take action, obviously there would have been a conflict between the present governments and the military governments. So when they realize that what the government is doing is not good, then the military government takes action, and sometimes it might bring about positive changes.
All right. For further explanation, there's positive conflicts and there's negative conflicts. Okay? When a conflict is positive, it means that it produces good effects. Okay? Result. For instance, if you have two friends and they have non-issue to face one and each other face to face, they will not respect each other. If Abibat is my friend and we have never for one disagree, Abibat will not know her boundary and I will not know my boundary. But the day we have issue, I will know that, oh, Abibat does not take this one. Abibat will know that, oh, Mr. Abibat does not take this. We will know her boundary. As a matter of fact, conflicts produce peace and sustainable peace. A positive conflict produces sustainable peace. How do I mean? When you know something that's result to that conflict and have been set, you will not do it again and there will be peace. But a negative conflict is what have negative consequences. And that is what we have examined in this place. As a matter of fact, if some of you that will go and study international relations, diplomatic studies, conflict management, you will understand better about conflict. You will know there are different theories of conflict. We have what we call the frustration theory. We have economic theory. We have the cause of what we call liberal theory. So I'm not going to that. It's not for your level for now. You will understand why there are conflicts in society and how to manage them. The essence of this one is for you to know how to manage certain situations when they arise. Last objective for today is peace education. This does not have any hidden meaning. It does not have any hidden meaning. As you can see, this is the process of acquiring value, knowledge, and developing the attitude, skills, and behavior in order to live harmony with one and other natural environments. Hello? If you are with me, raise your hand. Aisha, are you here? Okay, thank you, Prudence. Aisha, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand what is on the screen now about peace education? I'm still with you, Aisha.
Yes, sir.
When you acquire knowledge on how to relate well with yourself, others, and the environment you find yourself, that is what we call peace education. For your information, I've taught you about intrapersonal conflict. You need to settle dispute with yourself. That some of you have issue with yourself, personal disputes. You must acquire skill on how to resolve the issue. Some of you have issue with others. You must acquire skill on how to resolve it. Some of you have issue with your environment. You must also acquire skill on how to relate with your natural environment. So it is this ability, the knowledge acquired, that is referred to as peace education. And this is a fundamental to United Nations Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. It becomes imperative because knowledge without peace, society without peace, there will be what? Problem. Hence, the reason to acquire means of resolving certain issues. Please, I think I've resolved anything about peace education in that arena. I want to take your question. If you have question, let me see your question. Let me see your hands. I mean, let me see your hands up if you have question. We have able to dissect the meaning of conflict, conflict solution, conflict management, causes of conflict, then types of conflict, as well as peace education. No question. Let me unmute everybody. Question, please. Nifemi, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Abibat, any question?
No, sir.
Aisha, question?
No, sir.
Olamide, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. For the class, for the area you miss, I will make sure that I upload this class and I share it so that some of you can go through it because I miss some of the aspects of the class. Prudence, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. In absence of question, I want to make it known to you that we will, by God's grace, some of you that were not part of our WhatsApp class, the rest are sure that when we are done, we only have one period now for a week, just one period for a week. So it